TikTok. I feel horrible. I mean, horrible. But before I go to the emergency room, because I need a flu shot, I need a Z-Pack, I need my prednisone, and I might need to get a pneumonia shot. I don't know. But I feel horrible. Y'all know when you have asthma and you catch a cold or the flu, it's just 10 times worse. So I'm going to go get some help getting this stuff up out of me. And like I said, my grandson had the flu and he wanted to be up under his grandma. And I knew I was going to get sick. I knew it. So I had already started taking medicine. So it's not as bad. But, oh, this sinus pressure is horrible. And I got a headache. So anywho, again, I was pondering, what video am I going to make today? Because I ain't been in the video making mood the past few days because I just been under the weather. But I was sitting here, yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was, well, it's my homegirl, and she was explaining to me how she had told someone that their husband cheated on them, and it backfired on her. And I know we've all been through that where we trying to help a friend out or help a girl out, and we tell her what her Negro doing, and it backfires on us. So one time I was in this church, and I really didn't even know these people, but it's like they try to get close with me like right away. So that was red flag number one. But anywho, it was this one girl. Me and her used to be on the phone gossiping about all the church folks. We sure was. Thank you, Lord, for deliverance from that gossiping mess. Cause whew. So, the girl ended up telling me that she was sleeping with the keyboardist. The keyboardist was married, and the girl was married too. And her and the keyboardist was gonna leave their spouses and ride off into the sunset. So when she told me that, the keyboardist's wife is the pastor's wife's sister. Oh yeah, the keyboardist's wife, my daughter called, so I had to answer. The keyboardist's wife was the pastor's wife's sister. So when that girl told me that she was sleeping with that woman's husband and that she was married too, that kind of threw me for a loop, y'all. Like, that was a burden. And this was a couple of years ago. That burden was so heavy on my heart and my mind. See, that's why now I don't want nobody telling me their business, because that's a burden. That's a heavy burden. So I didn't know what to do with that information. I just felt so bad for all parties involved. So I went and confided into the pastor and his wife. And me not thinking, I was thinking, okay, these are our leaders. They can help everybody involved. They can fix this situation. I don't know. I was looking at them like they was God. That's where I went wrong. And I went wrong in 3 ways. Listening to the gossip and running my mouth, gossiping, letting somebody put their problems on me, and going and running and telling other people what I had been gossiping about. So those were the 3 ways I went wrong. I learned my lesson from that. So I went and told the pastor and his wife, y'all, not only the keyboardist hops in my inbox and tries to holler at me. And I'm like, you're married and you're messing with a married woman. And he was like, so because my wife, the baby she just had is not even mine. So his wife was cheating on him. So he thought it was okay to cheat on her. And then he gonna come inboxing me, trying to holler at me. I don't want no parts. Then the girl that told me all her business, she stopped speaking to me. She was upset with me. Her husband was upset with me. The keyboardist trying to holler at me. And then his wife upset with me. Why the pastor and his wife was upset with me? Why the pastor's wife calls the girl that told me all her business and tell her what I told them. Listen to me. Every party involved was upset with me for telling. They was upset with me for knowing, and they was upset with me for going and telling the leaders. Like, how did I become the one that got to take all the blame for y'all mess? It taught me a lesson. And the pastor and his wife was so mad with me, y'all. When I say they basically pushed me out the church with their attitudes. Like they ended up telling the whole church. The whole church, every time I came to church, they was looking at me, mugging me, attitudes with me, didn't even want to speak to me. The pastor, his wife, and the whole congregation upset with me. Not upset with the ones that was cheating. They was mad with me for telling. Y'all, when I say that taught me the greatest lesson of not listening to people's business and keeping my mouth shut on people's business. Like, I don't let people come up to me and gossip about their business no more. So when me and the girl was sitting and talking yesterday, she ended up telling me what happened to her. So we wasn't quite gossiping. She was trying to explain her situation of an incident that happened to her. And it just so happened to be similar to what I had went through. But I was very careful with speaking to her, like, along the lines of gossiping, because I was like, I ain't trying to get into no more gossip. I don't want to know no more mess about nobody. I don't got time for that burden to be on my head. I don't want to go spreading nothing. But anywho, that's what made me come and make this video today. Y'all be careful what y'all allowing people to tell y'all, because it's going to be a burden on you. Because the same way it was burning them to tell you, it's going to burn you to tell someone else. That burden that was in them, they placed it on you, and you're going to want to place that burden on somebody else. I'm telling you, that's how gossip works. So be mindful of listening to people's business, because you're going to want to go tell somebody, and you never know when that mess might come back to hurt you. Okay? I love y'all, and Jesus love y'all better. Bye. Ooh, y'all. I ain't got no video for today. That virus that's going around is kicking my tail. I'm losing my voice. That phlegm is so thick in my chest, I can hardly breathe. It feel like a sinus infection plus flu and a cold all in one. Y'all, I was in here throwing back cough medicine so bad. And I hadn't ate nothing all day. Then I turned around and went to the doctor, and they gave me a Z-Pack, prednisone, and some Mucinex. And I took all that too. When I said I had to call the ambulance, I thought I was going away from here. I overdosed on medicine. Y'all, they sent the fire truck, the ambulance, and the police. It looked like Blue Christmas out here. When I said they called it in as an overdose, yeah. That was so embarrassing. And yes, I'm just waking up, so excuse my dry eyes. But I feel horrible. So anywho, I'm gonna nurse myself back to health, and I'm gonna take the proper dosage of medicine. Don't be like me. Don't just chug the bottle back. Pour it in the little cap they give you to measure it. Y'all thought I was going away from here. So anywho, I pray if you have this virus that's going around, stay home and like drink plenty of fluids. Get yourself back to health. Take some vitamin C and some one-a-day vitamins or something, because this thing is crucial. But and if you don't have it, cover up. Like, cover your neck when you're outside. Put on some clothes, because I was walking around in my pajamas like it was okay, and it was cold out there. So be properly dressed and take care of yourselves, y'all. I'm trying. Anywho, I love y'all, and Jesus love y'all better. Y'all pray to Jesus Christ for me. I love y'all. Bye. How many chances do people have to give you? How many times have you pushed people to the limit, to the point they don't even want to help you anymore? You really think you somebody that people give you chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, and you still don't care that they are breaking their necks and bending over backwards to help you? How many chances do you think you're supposed to get? People get fed up. You know you done messed up when good-hearted people are tired of giving you chances. How many brick walls do you have to hit before enough is enough? I'm serious. Like, how many times do you have to get smacked down? Once is not enough. And how ungrateful can you be to the point where you just take advantage of good-hearted people who's giving you a chance? That's sad. You really need to take a look in the mirror at yourself. Like, who do you think you are? At what point in life do you stop and say, you know what? They've been so good to me. Let me do right. Let me do better. Let me stop taking advantage of them. Good-hearted people are tired. Giving chances is over. People are not doing that anymore. Stop taking advantage of people. Take a look at yourself. Check yourself. Because it's sad that you're that type of person. Check your heart. Your heart posture is wrong. Y'all, I'm over here looking like a whole ragamuffin. So under the weather, my shirt is dirty. I'm sorry. That's why I threw this jacket on. I wanted to make this video. My voice is gone. But I had to come up here real quick to make this video because I just need a few people to understand something. And y'all don't mind my raggedy braids. I promise you, I'm going to take these braids out and do my hair. I'm just so under the weather right now. My voice is gone. But I want to tell y'all a time when I got evicted. Because people play around with their apartments like they don't need nowhere to stay. A person that's very dear to my heart is getting evicted right now. And it's like the saddest thing ever. When I say you do not want an eviction on your record, you do not want an eviction on your record. You don't. It's going to be very hard to get another place to stay. Living with people is horrible. People do not want you living with them. I don't care who it is, family members or not, loved ones, your mother, uncle, cousin, brother. They do not want you living with them. When a person gets their own space, they don't want other people in it to live. Y'all, I used to turn up so hard. I used to have all the company in the world, the drinking, the partying, the drugging, all that. And yes, I have fun doing it. But I lost so much behind it. Let me tell you something. I'm so careful with not going in people's houses. I don't want to go in nobody's house. I have a fear of getting evicted because I'm in somebody's house, because that's what happened to me. It was a girl that I had met. Mind you, I was living in my apartment for 5 years. This was where me and my children called home. Because a lot of times when people get evicted, they've been there for a minute. This is the place you call home. And now you're being uprooted from your home. That's traumatic. I met this girl. She had 6 kids, 2 sets of twins. They were newborn twins, 2-year-old twins, and then a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old. And I had my 2 youngest kids at the time, who was probably 6 and 7. And I was smoking trees at the time. So I had a minivan. I was taking a girl to the store. She needed to go to the grocery store. I had met her because she was crying. She was on the curb. She was like, she need help. And I was like, okay, I can help you. Mind you, I don't know this girl from a can of paint, but I'm trying to help her. So I go to her house to take her to the grocery store. But before we go to the grocery store, we smoke a L because we got to deal with all these kids. So in the midst of us sparking an L, getting lit, soon as we were done, why the police kicked her door in and ransacked her whole house. They found all the paraphernalia in the world. Mind you, I don't know this girl from a can of paint. I'm just trying to help her. She lives on the same property I live on. We live in the same apartment complex. So the police officer questioned me as to why I'm there. And I'm like, I'm just about to give her a ride. Now, mind you, we high. So I'm telling the officer, I'm like, we just smoked a blunt and y'all got me frantic right now. Like, I'm about to lose it right now. So the officer's like, well, we know you don't have nothing to do with what's going on here because we've been surveillance in her house for the past 6 months and you're not a person that frequents here. And I'm like, surveillance in her house? They've been watching this girl's house. Why her baby daddy was selling stuff out of her house. Y'all, they found all the paraphernalia. Why they gonna hide it under the mattress? Like, who does that anymore? Y'all, when I say the officers let me go on the strength that they knew I wasn't a person that came there frequently. They knew I was a good tenant too, because how about they lived on the property too? Y'all, 10 days, she got evicted. 10 days later, I got an eviction notice. Why? Because I live on the same property and because I was in her apartment when it got raided. That made me at fault, a violation of my lease agreement. And I'm like, what? So they gave me till like March. So this happened in like February. She had to be out in 15 days. I had until March to get out. And then I had to go to court to fight that eviction in May. So I had to leave before the court date before I can even fight it. I ended up packing my stuff and leaving. After living there for 5 years, had to uproot me and my kids. We ended up in homelessness, ended up in a shelter. I still made it to the court date and I beat the case. So they couldn't put an eviction on me. But guess what? I was already out of a home. And then the apartment complex was like, oh, well, you're just going to have to reapply. Knowing good and well they was not going to give me another apartment. Me and my kids ended up in homelessness because of a stupid decision I made, not even realizing I was making a stupid decision. When I say, if you have a place to live, cherish that place. Be careful what you're doing, especially on the property that you live in. Stop letting people in your house. Stop it. Stop turning up. Listen to me. All those friends that you got, because the person that's getting evicted right now, that's dear to me, all their friends are sitting there chilling, still laughing in their face, still wanting to turn up. But they're not helping you with that eviction. They're not helping you pack. They're not helping you pay the late rent that you owe. And they can't even plead to the apartment managers on your behalf. They can't even write letters of recommendation for you. All they want is a turn up. They're going to sit there till the day you get evicted. They're going to sit in your place, in your face, in your space with all the turn up stuff. But they don't care that you don't have nowhere to go. Not only that, you can't even go to their house. You're getting evicted. They have somewhere to go. They're not concerned if you have somewhere to go. Stop turning up with these people. Don't use your place as the place to turn up in. Go to their house and turn up if you want to turn up so bad. I don't recommend the turn up. It's fun, but the consequences behind it is detrimental. I promise you. Don't do it. Stop with all this turn up, especially young folks, and stop watching TV. Get offline. Get into a book, because that fake reality on TV is making y'all think that's how y'all supposed to live. You know what the person told me who's getting me evicted? Oh, I'm young. I got to live my life. I'm supposed to be able to turn up because I'm young. Who is teaching y'all this? Who said because you're young, you have to turn up and live your life? You have to be responsible, especially when you turn 21. When you turn 18 and 21, you have to be responsible. That turn up mess is from television. It's from all those reality shows y'all watching, baddies and all that. Y'all think y'all really supposed to live like that. And y'all not realizing those people have money. You don't have no money. You have to go to work. You sit around and watch people online all day doing nothing. So you think you're not supposed to do nothing. You think you're supposed to sit online and scroll. Baby, get a bag. Y'all really think that y'all supposed to, like, who gave you the audacity? Who gave you the privilege to really sit and think that you don't have to do nothing? You just supposed to be chilling and drinking and smoking and drugging. That's crazy. That is social media teaching you that. That is not nothing your mama and daddy instilled in you. And if they did, I'm sorry for you, baby. Reality is about to smack you in the face. This person not only is losing their place, but their children is losing their home, what they know to be home. A lot of times you don't think about the children involved. Like, we need to, I don't know what we need to do for these young people. And mind you, I feel like maybe this person, I don't think they was too young to get an apartment. They got it when they were 19. They're getting evicted at 21. And they're still not taking it serious. Like, what is in the water that's making y'all not think that you have to take life serious? Stop going into other people's houses. Stop trying to have to turn up in the parties at your house. Because when you face that eviction, you are facing it alone. You lose so much behind people. I've watched the people they hang around. All they did is make them lose. If you are hanging around people that's constantly making you lose, get away from those people. Get those people out of your house, out of your life, okay? Take having a place to stay serious, because it's nothing like having your own home, okay? Like, I need to get this through somebody's thick skull who's turning up right now. Stop, okay? I love y'all, and Jesus love y'all better. Bye. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dee. Happy birthday to you. And many more. What you get for your birthday? Let me see what it look like. Let me see. Let me see.
Something I made, and something I did with my
watch the trap, the fly trap.
Yeah, that fly trap used to be a dream. Okay. Cut the crap. This
What did he get for his birthday? Lord, the fly trap. I'm gonna move it because the flies don't come in here. Boy, you about to mess up that brand new fishing rod.
Actually, it's not, because it's not the fishing rod. The fishing rod is too strong. It's the other one that is weaker than the medium heavy. Yeah,
let me find out you got that medium heavy 7 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot.
Yeah, there's a 6 foot medium heavy, but I'd rather prefer go with the 7 foot. 6 foot, they're all right.
Lord, he got so many of them, he can't even get them out.
None.
It's the birthday boy. Which one you got for your birthday?
It's 7 foot.
7 foot, medium heavy. That's what he said he wanted. Boy.
I got it now.
How old are you today?
42.
All right now. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Y'all, I'm just in here looking like I'm looking. In my room, twiddling my thumbs. But I was scrolling through my contacts and I was just looking at the names I have people under. What do y'all have y'all mama name saved under? Like, what do y'all have saved as her name? Mine is my mother. And I promise you, as I go through the phases in life with her and her issues, her name changes. It was grandma at one time. It was my kid's grandma. It was that lady. And now it's my mother. So I'm just curious. What is your mother name saved under in your phone? I love y'all. And Jesus love y'all better. Bye.
Everybody get along. And call it for the night.
Did you have a good time for your birthday? You look like you lit.
Explain this here. Don't forget, I'm the GOAT.
How old are you today?
I'm 42.
D is lit for his birthday.
Oh, I'm not done yet. Wait a second.
Oh, you had to go get your cup. This boy is lit for his birthday.
Boy, I'm not a boy, I'm a grown man.
This grown man is lit for his birthday.
I went and done something I'm not proud of last year. This year, I'll make it right. Now.
Hey, turn up for a check. Happy birthday, D. I'm glad I made your day. He done got all his birthday
and you welcome,
gifts.
D.
I know, right? D and D.
And thank God what he got me through during my trials and tribulations.
And now you came out on top.
And no one can tell me different. Can't tell me anything else of my own business.